What's going on, everyone? In this video, I want to talk about virtual assistants and LLCs. Just getting started out, you're going to see a lot of videos with people talking about establish your LLC and get virtual assistants, get cold callers, and this and that. Um, if you're not working with a shit ton of money to get started, I wouldn't advise doing these things. I'd advise putting in the work yourself, especially with the LLC. Um, Ultimately, you want to have an LLC because you don't want to really do business in your name, and LLCs protect you. Let's say someone was to try to bring up a lawsuit against you. If you sign the contract up under your LLC, they'll be suing the LLC and they won't be able to touch your personal money. You see what I'm saying? So LLCs, it literally breaks down as limited liability company. You know what I'm saying? Which means that the liability will fall on the company, and not you. And that's any type of business. Um, yeah. So LLC. Um, but to start an LLC, uh, you don't need one, first of all, to virtually wholesale in different markets. You can use the LLC that you have in your home town or your home state. Uh, a lot of gurus say that you do. I don't know why they say that, but you don't. Um, you can sign a contract. You live in New York and have an LLC in New York. You can sign a contract in California without an LLC in California. People do it every single day when they virtually wholesale. I'm actually going to make a video on what virtually wholesaling is. VW. Um, VAs. In order to hire a VA, you actually have to know what the hell you want that VA to do. There are companies out here that all in one companies that'll do the cold calling. They'll lock up the contracts and they'll close, don't not close, but they'll find the cash buyers and all that other type of stuff. Me personally, I don't trust these companies. I've actually been fucked by a company like that before. um I may or may not tell you their name, uh but yeah. Landmark Connects is the name. um I paid these guys over $3,000 for like a month's worth of work, and all of the services that their website and the contract that I signed with them promised, they did less than half of them. So I paid like $3,000 for basically an inexperienced cold caller. Um, and I know this because I actually hired another cold caller and had them running the same list these guys were running, and the cold caller that I hired got more leads out of the same list than the other guys did. So, but yeah. So don't don't try to delegate the process until you're ready. If you try to delegate the process, you'll fail every time. You'll end up spending more money than you would if you just do it your goddamn self. You know what I'm saying? And you can't teach someone something that you don't know how to do, right? So, and you don't know if they're doing something wrong if you don't know how to do it. You feel what I'm saying? So my advice, close 2 to 5 deals yourself before you start trying to hire people to do things. That goes for a virtual assistant cold caller, a virtual assistant acquisitions manager. I advise acquisition managers to be local. That way that they can go and meet with the sellers if need be and show properties and shit like that. Dispositions managers, the same thing. What dispo managers do, they find the cash buyers and get the contract signed. They market the property and all of the other type of stuff to get the contract signed. Um, I advise for those to be local as well, and you're going to want them to sign a NDA, which is a non-disclosure agreement, stating that they cannot uh, sell any of the information or share any of the information that they obtain while in your employ with anyone else. And you want to sign what's called a non-compete agreement. That says that because these people, the acquisitions and the dispositions managers, they're essentially going to know the ins and outs of your entire business. So what's to stop them from just doing it themselves? Yep. So what the excuse me, the NDA and the NCA. What the NCA does is it states that they cannot establish any other business or work with any other company that is doing the same thing that you're doing in the market that you're in for a specified amount of time, like a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, whatever. Now, these agreements, they're not ironclad. They're kind of hard to enforce. But when you get them to sign that and you know that they understand it, they'll be more reluctant to try to step on your toes. You see what I'm saying? They'll be reluctant to step on your toes to get into your business or to do business in your area in case the situation doesn't work out. And if they actually take a deal that you have locked up and use it for their own benefit and their own gain that doesn't involve you or your company, you can sue the fuck out of them. You know what I'm saying? That's why you want it to be. That's why you want the acquisitions managers and the dispositions managers to be local. That way you can hold them accountable. Try suing a motherfucker that's in the Philippines. It ain't gonna happen. You feel me? Um, but as far as VAs, when you're ready for a VA, um, Upwork.com is a good one that where you can find. Go on Facebook and join like any group that's about real estate, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be a shit ton of VAs in there advertising their services. Just vet them, ask questions about them online. If they have websites, vet their websites. Don't trust the reviews that they have posted on their websites because obviously a business is not going to post a bad review about them on their own website. That just doesn't make sense. No one would do that. So don't be one of those people like, well, shit, they ain't got nothing but good reviews on their website. You're a dumbass if you think that. Um, and not to mention the fact that they could actually create those reviews themselves. You know what I'm saying? So the best way to vet these people is to check out people who've done business with them before. And if you can't find any reviews, move on to the next VA service. Move on to the next VA. You know, because if you're working with not a lot of money, you cannot afford to take a loss just starting off. You're going to need that money for marketing. Okay. So, yeah. Um, okay, I got to make a marketing video too. If y'all ain't noticed watching these videos by now, I'm recording all of these in the same day. So, and I'm just on the fly right here. I know I said originally, I'm gonna try to get it done in 30 days, but I got a whole Saturday and it's hot as hell outside. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to get as many of these recorded today as possible. Um, So yeah, LLCs is not necessary, but until you close a couple deals. But I know in Texas it's like $400 to start an LLC. Where I am, it's only $50, $60. Illinois, I think it's like 120 or some shit like that. It's going to be different in different states. But do your LLC in your hometown. Go to the IRS.gov website and don't sign up for those because if you Google like start an LLC, you're going to see a bunch of different companies saying that they'll do it for you. More than likely, they're going to charge you probably double what it actually costs to start your own LLC. You know what I'm saying? So just do it yourself. Do the work and do it yourself. If you're actually planning on being a business owner, you want to know how to do these things yourself anyway. You see what I'm saying? Put in the work. Don't try to skip on the work by hiring a company to do that. Don't try to skip on the work by hiring a VA to do your business for you. You will fail every fucking time. I know because I did it. I've jagged the shit out of a shit ton of money. So don't do it. Put in the work. Don't be afraid to put in the work. You have to put in the work. All right. Anyway, that's that on VAs and LLCs. If I missed anything, leave something in the comment and I'll try to revamp it or whatever. Uh, like, subscribe, share with anyone who you think will get some value from it. And I'll see you on the next video, which I'm finna record in a couple minutes.